So welcome to LV squared or two, whatever, doesn't matter. And I am going to be discussing on my first mini series episode, I'm going to be discussing my weight loss. There was a significant improvement in my physical appearance for my body, more specifically my gut, because Jesus Christ. I'm here to share my tips and how I was able to do that kind of, I guess, minor transformation. And I'll just take you from the beginning. So what started the whole thing was that, as the story goes, I was gaining weight. I was probably had to go to a party, threw on a dress that I thought fit, and the damn thing didn't fit. I mean, not even like the zipper wouldn't go up. It wouldn't even like come up past my thighs. Forget me trying to put it over my gut. It ain't happening. So I was like, oh my God, I can't live like this. When I tell you I was the queen of, let me buy this workout plan that this Instagram workout person or Instagram celebrity is selling. They look good. I'm going to try it. I want to do it. I would buy it. And like on day 2, I was like, nah, that's not happening. I used a trainer before. And this time around, I also used a trainer, but it was a little bit different. I used a trainer before. It wasn't happening. And really what it was my lack of motivation, my lack of dedication, my lack of consistency. And I read a lot of self-help books. I read a lot of books, period. And this year I was more focused on why am I the way I am? And I started doing that inventory of myself for other reasons years ago. And so I feel like that kind of laid the foundation that eventually led me to, why am I this way about this specific thing, about losing weight? Why am I this specific way? And really, no matter what I bought, no matter what I did, it wasn't going to work because I wasn't dedicated, I wasn't motivated, I wasn't consistent. And I started listening to YouTube clips to get myself amped up. Like those like motivating speeches where it's like a medley of like different speakers, Will Smith and, those kind. So I started listening to those, and anytime they would say something that would stick, I would write it down and I would always look at it. And then I started like reading books, and between the books and what they were saying in those audio clips, I realized that I don't stick with it because I don't trust what I say. If I say I'm going to do something and I don't do it, then there goes that. So I had to pretty much build the confidence for myself. And the way that I did it is I took a step back and I was like, okay, what do I like? Like, how do I like to track things? So I realized that stepping on the scale is not my thing. It's not. I, to this day, don't know what my weight is. I don't know how much weight I lost. I really don't know any of that because I know that stepping on the scale is so discouraging, and it has worked for me. I don't step on the scale, and if I have to step on the scale, I will preface it to whoever's staring at the number. Please don't tell me, jot it down, keep it quiet. I don't want to hear it. I will even, I'll go to the lengths. I'll close my eyes. I don't want to see it. I don't want to know. Because weight and shape and like the shape of your body and your weight, it's not always equivalent. I kept stepping on the scale and it would instantly discourage me. Like I remember being a weight that was low, right? And I stepped on the scale and I realized that I only lost like 0.2 pounds in a week. And I was so discouraged that I just started eating like shit all over again. I gained all the weight back. And that was that. And then I reached my ultimate weight, which I was like, oh, hell to the no. This ain't happening. So that's when I started to do like an internal review of myself and realized that I needed to change some of my habits. And the way that I maintained those habits was that I created a board. I went to Hobby Lobby and I created I guess this is a vision board, but a different kind of vision board. So instead of doing like a collage of like newspaper or like magazine cutouts with the words and the pictures, which I've done before, they were so fun. It was so nice. But I realized that this vision board is more effective for me. It helped me track my progress, and it helped me stay, what's the word? It helped me stay, this happens a lot. It helped me stay, I guess, responsible. Yeah. So I created the board, and I was tracking 9 days at a time. So my week was no longer 7 days a week. There was no Monday, there was no Friday, there was no, how do I say, like there was no, yeah, like the structure of the week as we know it did not exist for me. My day is rotated on a 9-day cycle. And that helped with the whole procrastination of, I want to start on Monday. I'm going to start fresh on Monday. And it's like Thursday, and you're telling yourself you're going to start fresh on Monday. So now you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday to eat like pure shit. And really, you could just start the next time you eat. Let's be honest. If you ate like shit for breakfast and then you ate like shit for lunch, you can just start eating better in the next meal. It doesn't have to be Monday. It doesn't have to be the next day. It could literally be the next moment you go to eat something. So I created a 9-day cycle, and my days rotated on 9 days, and that's just how I was. So I redid the board, which is what I'm trying to get out. I went to Hobby Lobby. I bought this board for like $7. And I got washi tape. It's like journaling, scrapbook tape. And I bought a really thin tape. This washi tape I got from Walmart a few days ago. And it's like the standard size. So my boxes are bigger. My board is bigger. Hold on. Let me erase my goals because I can't have y'all in my business like this. This is the board, right? And this is just tape. I eyeballed it, measured the thing. As you can see, my days are going to be, my week rotation is going to be just 6 days now. And so I just wrote the numbers up with a marker up here. And the month, I have it up here. You don't have to do that. I did it because I like that. So I have my days here, and I just write the days. I did a little notation of what day of the week it was. And this is my board, 6 days. And then here, I have 10 goals that I'm going to be tracking, 10 habits that I want to implement in this coming year. And I'm going to write them down here. And as the day goes, I'm going to be filling these in. So let's say this one is workout, right? So if I worked out, I would color this box in a certain color. And if I didn't work out that day, I would color it in a different color. And then eventually the board is filled up. But as I'm filling it up, I will notice that, oh shit, it's been 3 days since I haven't worked out. It's been so many days that I haven't done this. And so it just keeps you accountable for the habits that you are trying to implement in your life for change. Because change doesn't happen overnight. Change happens with a daily effort, and it happens, and that daily effort is not up here. Like, we have too much going on in our lives for us to try to keep everything up here, right? So I created this. I keep this by my bed. It is not a beautiful decoration, but I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to do things that will make me happy, and taking a step back and realizing like, yo, the way I do this, that's not how I don't want to do that. What I'm starting now to is this year, every day in the morning, I'm going to be jotting down, what are things that I didn't like that I did the day before. And, making it my business to review that on a daily and seeing like, okay, I didn't like that I did this. And doing things like that helps you stay more aware of the things that you do subconsciously, that you don't even realize you're doing it until after you did it. That is the story of my life. Like, all the hot shit mess in my life is a result of me just doing things bam, they just do it. I just do it and I'm not even thinking. I literally just do it. And then afterwards, I'm like, shit, I probably shouldn't have done that. For example, I shouldn't have been eating fries when my gallbladder was acting up. You think your girl ever stopped eating fries? I would remember not to eat fries when I was on the toilet throwing up. I mean, like hovering over the toilet, not on the toilet. I was like hovering over the toilet, throwing up, had to be rushed to the hospital. That's when I would be like, oh shit, I'm not supposed to be eating fries. Like, come on, gotta do better. So I did, and I started to do better. And so that actually translated into this huge effort of my weight loss. So, um, so here's pretty much what I did for my weight loss. I have it written down. If you see me looking down and you see like the lights reflecting off my glasses, I'm a newbie. Have some pity on me. So the first thing was I created that board. And on that board, I didn't just put like eat clean. I was very, very, very specific. Like specific. Like one line on my board was no fast food. I was never crazy about fast food, but my problem with fast food is that I don't eat the burgers, the chicken sandwiches. I don't eat any of that. It's the fries. The fries, I'm telling you, I love fries. I love them. So I put no fast food. But in reality, I knew what that meant. That meant no fries. But I had to put no fast food in case I try to be slick one day and be like, well, I'm not eating fries. I'm going to just, I have nuggets. Like, no fast food whatsoever. And fast food equated to me anything that I can stay in my car and pick up in a window. That's fast food. So not like pick up service at a restaurant. That's not fast food. They cooked it, even if it's frozen. They cooked it, whatever. That didn't count. So no fast food was one. No soda, specifically no soda. This year I'm adding no soda and no juice. I'm not a big juice person, but just throw it in there so I can constantly see it every day. No soda, no juice. So no fast food, no soda, no juice. Drink a gallon of water every day. It is possible. Yes, you do go to the bathroom all the time. You do. But you know what? After a while, your body gets used to it. And you're actually able to hold it longer and you're not in the bathroom as frequently. And then you kind of start to get into a rotation of, or you start to get familiar with, okay, if I drink water now, I can probably hold it this long so I can go do ABC. Or maybe I'll drink water, I'll stop drinking water at this time so that when I go to the gym, I don't have to stop mid-workout to use the bathroom. So you start to figure out how that works. Trying to figure out how that's going to work prior to you starting is literally like the dumbest in the world. And I say that because that was me. I would always be like, no, I need to figure out everything before I start. Now I'm just letting you know. Just start and you will figure that shit out. So I would drink a gallon a day. I had a Fitbit. I bought it years ago. Never used it, obviously. And I was like, you know what? This would be fun. I'm just going to get the Fitbit and I'm going to, set it to the recommended 10,000 steps a day. And so I put it on my goals. My habit, I wanted to walk 10,000 steps every single day. And even if I was 4 steps shy, if that freaking Fitbit did not say 10,000 steps, I didn't achieve the goal and I would mark it as not achieved. It was frustrating as hell. But you know what? All those times taught me keep it moving. Keep it, be in motion. When I go to the gym, I knock it out. The 10,000 steps ain't nothing. I knock it out. So that was another thing. Another thing that I did was the gym, obviously. So I went to the gym. I wasn't a gym rat. And I did mention that I had a trainer, and I'll get into that in a bit. What I did at the gym was, one thing that was consistent no matter what, was I did 30 minutes of cardio. Whether I split them 10 minutes between each machine, doesn't matter. I did 30 minutes of cardio, either before or after workout. It did not matter to me because the point of me going to the gym was I wanted to drop the weight. I just want to drop weight. I can build muscle later. I understand lifting weights. You're building, you're losing weight. You're building muscle. I get it. Fuck all that shit. that's too deep in fitness that I don't care to learn all that shit. Okay, I just know sweating is gonna help me drop weight. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'll hit the gym, 30 minutes of cardio, whether I'm doing weights after, whether I'm doing a hit circuit after or before, doesn't matter. 30 minutes of cardio every time I went to the gym. And the way that I did that was I would run a mile. And trust me, when I say run a mile, I mean like, yo, your girl was on that treadmill dying for like over 12 minutes. Whatever. I would get that done. And then whether I did 12 minutes, 13, 14, 15, whatever, it doesn't matter, 11, I would still go hop up on the elliptical, which was my favorite cardio machine, and I would hit out 20. Some days I would just go 30 minutes on the elliptical. And the way that I did it was I did interval training. So I would stay at a certain percentage effort or whatever it was called. I would stay at a certain percentage, and then for like 3 minutes, and then from 4 to 5 minutes I would go backwards and I would go slower. So my heart rate was constantly going up and down, up and down, up and down, working, you know, getting more use of the gym exercise, whatever. So I had a trainer. I saw him once a week for 30 minutes. And really what he was doing was introducing me to circuits for areas targeted for my body. Um, I can continue the gym and continue the weight loss, which is what I'm going to do without the trainer. I have a few more sessions with him, but he was really great. I told him exactly what I needed from him. And after the workout, I'm not even joking. I would stand there and I'd be like, okay, tell me the name of everything we just did. And I would jot it down. And then I would come back to the gym, do my 30 minutes of cardio, and do the exact same fucking thing he just showed me. And then after all that time that I spent with him, like about 2, 3 months, I just started mixing up the workouts, and I would mix them up, and I would just be doing my own thing at the gym. So yeah, I saw a trainer for 30 minutes, but really it was like all me. I'm My trainer's he's fire. He's the bomb. And the guy that he works for, like his manager was also a trainer of mine a while ago. And they're the bomb. They give you exactly what you're asking for, but it really is all you. Like it really was all me. He taught me awesome circuits, awesome workouts, but I'm the one that kept coming back to the gym outside of just the days that I saw him, which is what you got to do. So let's move on to the most important thing, eating. Okay, I I actually really don't mind meal prepping, to be honest with you. I really don't. My thing is, I don't always eat the food because sometimes my day runs over. I am not in the mood for lunch. I can skip lunch. I can skip breakfast. I can go to sleep and not eat the dinner. So sometimes the food will spill over. So what I did was that I would only meal prep for 4 days. That's it. 4 days worth of food. It would usually spill into five because, like I said, things happen. I don't always eat the meals. I can't be that restrictive with my eating. I can't. I love food. I love bad shit. So what I would do is that I would eat good for 4 days. And I kept my meals simple. Like I'm not trying to be fancy. Oh, I don't like to eat the same thing every day. Well, you know what? I don't want to be feeling like a nasty freaking slob every day. So it was either keep feeling like shit or just eat the fucking food for 4 days and see if it works. So it worked. So I would eat okay for 4 days, and then on the fifth day, I would stick to my breakfast because my breakfast was really small, and I would have whatever the hell I wanted for lunch or dinner, or lunch and dinner. Eventually, what happens is when you're eating good and then you have something greasy or something not good, you're not going to feel good when you eat it. So those two cheap meals in that one day started to come down to one. And then that one started to come down to like half. Like I would eat like shit on half the meal, but then fill myself up with salad. And that's what was happening. I like salad. That's why I said salad. So I just didn't want to do this like instant change of my diet because that's just not me. I like food and I don't like to be restrictive, and I'm not trying to do a diet. I'm trying to just change my habits. Everything about this is focused on my habits. I'm just trying to change my habits, and all of a sudden change like that has never worked for me. I used to count calories. I was not counting calories. I used to like weigh myself in. I'm not weighing myself in. I used to drink protein shakes, and really, I think them shits are disgusting. I don't give a damn what flavor. I have tried them all. They taste like pure shit. Spare me. If you have a really good tasting protein, more power to you. It tastes good to you, but it tastes like shit to me. So I don't do that either. I wanted a more realistic approach. I still wanted to enjoy food with my family. I still wanted to cook things that my fiance and my baby would like, cook things for, my other family members that they would like. I don't want to be like, I don't eat carbs. I don't eat carbs. No, I love rice. Okay, that's not happening. I'm never giving up rice. I did switch over to brown rice, but again, that was only 4 days. So let me break down to you what I would have for lunch. One thing I did do is I weighed my food. I weighed my protein, so my meat, my fish. So for lunch, I would have 4 ounces of a protein, usually chicken breasts, and for like I would have 4 ounces of chicken breasts, half a cup of carbs, which was usually brown rice, and a cup and a half of vegetables. Um, for dinner, I would have 4 ounces of a protein. Sometimes it was a damn chicken breast because, like I mentioned before, I wouldn't always eat my meals, and sometimes I would double up on the meal. So it'd be 4 ounces of chicken breast or salmon, which I realized I cannot. I think I had 2 ounces of salmon, and I was like, this is all I could do. So ground turkey, chicken breast, and then 2 cups of vegetables. And that's what I would do. And I would just get like the steam fresh, veggies in the bag, medley mix. And I would just steam those. And I would literally with the what's that thing called? With the measuring cup. I would just scoop it right out the bag, toss it right into the container where my food was. There's this like Trader Joe's flavoring. It's called everything bagel, and I would just sprinkle a little bit on the vegetables. And the way that I heated it up was in my toaster oven. I would just heat up the chicken. I would heat up the veggies in my toaster oven and roast them, I guess, a little bit. And I would just tear them shits up. And let me tell you, one time I bought this like Asian flavored vegetable thing, and I thought it would taste amazing because I love stir fry. But it tasted so disgusting. It was gross. Hello, gross. I ate it because I said, you know what? If I'm still hungry after I eat this shit, I'm gonna eat whatever I want as a reward for having to eat this disgusting ass mix. And after that, and then drinking my water, I wasn't full and I forgot. And honestly, you just have to prep talk yourself. Like, prep and pep talk yourself. You're eating good for 4 days, and then you're gonna eat whatever you want on the fifth day for a meal or two. You know, and it's just like consistency and moderation. So what really really helped me was this board. I created this board, 6 days. If you want to do it with me, let me know. We can do the 6 days together. I'm a major nerd. I would then take a picture of it and I would transfer it over into an Excel spreadsheet that I have, which is a histogram. And as you jot in the information on the data page, if you switch over to the, I know I am such a nerd. If you switch over to the graph, it will show you your progress, what weeks what weeks, how are you trending? Because that's the kind of nerd I am. I like to see stats. I like to see what's the probability that I'll be able to keep up this. What is the probability of success? What is the probability of failure? Which way am I trending? Am I trending that I'm doing more? Am I being steady? Am I going less every week? So that really helped me. And I did that for about 7 weeks or 7 rotations. Because remember, my weeks now went from 7 days to 9 days. So there never was an excuse to wait for Monday. It wasn't that. It was day 1, day 9. They closed. That's it. Whatever was the next day was day 1 again. And that's what I'm doing now. And I just stayed realistic. I didn't put too much on myself. I would go all day back and forth about going to the gym, and I would have to tell myself, like, as I'm walking out the door, as I'm getting in my car, on my way to the gym, as I'm walking out of my car to go to the gym, you have never regretted coming to the gym after you're done. And I would have to tell myself that all the time. Even now, I have to tell myself, go to the gym, work out. You will never regret working out, ever. Okay? And then that's how I got through it. So that is how I lost the weight, and I was able to stay consistent. It's really, the weight was a reward of my consistency and my dedication to creating and maintaining a habit. Do I have it down packed? Hell to the no. I've been eating like shit for the last 3 weeks. But I proved to myself that I can do it. And the way that I really feel that I was able to do that was because of this board. This is the vision board for me. So I have an overall goal. But these habits, specific habits, I feel are what's going to get me to that goal, because that goal is step one of the ultimate goal, right? So I need to develop these habits. And the way that I develop these habits is by having a constant reminder and checking in every single day. I have to check in and sing every single day. Like, yo, you know what? You fucked up. You ain't do shit today. And I had those days. I didn't do shit. But you know what? That meant the next day, I will wake up, look at my board, and I'll be like, yo, I got to drink that gallon today. It's been like 4 days. I didn't drink no gallon. I got to drink that gallon today. Yo, it's been 2 days since I hit 10,000 steps. I'm slacking. I'm hitting those 10,000 steps today, though. And I would really, like, shit talk myself. And I was able to do it. So I encourage you to make your own kind of board, whether you make it on a piece of paper, you go to Hobby Lobby for $8. You can make that board. It got some dry erase markers. All you need is 3 colors. One for the habits, the dates. The other is your success color, that you achieved the habit for the day, or your failure color, because you need that one there. And you need to check in every day. Don't check in the next day or the day after, because you're not going to remember. You're not. I didn't. I always kept fooling myself, and I would miss out on weeks because I was too lazy to just color in a board. Or I would even, when I didn't want to color it in, I would just mark it really quick, So that's what I did. Thank you so much. This was my very extensive first episode of LV2. And join me next time. I don't even know how this goes, because I don't even know where this is going. I don't even know where I'm going with this, to be honest with you. But if you're still here after all this time, thanks for listening.